A nigga asked me who I killed before, like who you working for. If a cloud, but in them streets, they ass gon' hurt you though. Don't respond to shit, we fun. I'm like, go get your gun. They dropping locations, I'm getting done. I'm tweeting, sliding, the feds come.
Every week, a lot of situation in LA where you lost your friend Lil Pap. He actually died in your arms, and you said that changed you forever.
Man, bro, that's the main reason I just said bro, that's the main reason. Like I said, I really don't have beef with the world. My beef is really mainly in the music industry. It's not with the world. So with that happening to my right hand man, that's the reason I think like, bro, I be thinking like, bro, you coulda did this, he coulda did this, your little partner coulda did this, this nigga who from here that be with your little cousin got a plug in this place, he coulda. I just think so many ways about it to the point where, bro, I done took the thought of art of war to a whole nother level, bro, and cause, man, this the only thing about this life shit, my nigga. Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. I might feel like I won't shoot up nobody's house. You might feel like that. You might feel like, I might feel like I won't shoot at nobody while they with their kids. You might feel like that. I might feel like I ain't shooting at that man hoe just cause I see her right here. You might feel like that. Bro, it's to the point where like it ain't nobody real no more, so you don't know what can go on, how can happen. So at the same time, bro, you gotta live by no rules. And man, I'm boy black, but I got so older to the point now where I know like, hey, cousin, I used to think like this nigga ain't like that or that nigga ain't like that. He don't mean what he say, man. Check this out. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody know I mean what I say. And boy, I promise you, boy, I think you mean what you saying to me. Ain't no rules, bruh.
Yeah, anyone's capable of anything, especially.
What it do, YouTube? It's Coffee tapping back in, man. And y'all remember that, man, this scene after the crime. Quando, Rondo shooken up, crying, man, seeing his homie, some of y'all, let's call him his cousin, laid out right in front of him, man, just flipping and tripping. And literally, you heard him in an interview, he died right in his arms, man. Quando been through so much, man, in the rap game, man. And that just goes to show all these youngsters that idolize this ish and, you know, aspire to want to be all gang banged out and all that, man. Like, all that comes with this ish is just like what they say about addiction, man. Jails, institutions, and death, man. There ain't really no happy endings to this ish at the end of the day, man. And, you know, some cats, organically, that's the way it is. That's the lifestyle they get into or whatever, you know, where they grew up, how things were, etc. But there's a lot of goofies nowadays, man. They get on the internet, obsess about this ish, go down these rabbit holes and, you know, start spitting lingo and acting like they're throwing up the set and think that they're in a gang, man. And this just goes to show you what the real is when it comes to all this ish, man. And, you know, like Quando from the King Von situation, someone taking an attempt on his life right here, right? Which, as we all know, that those shots were meant for Quando Rondo, man. And of course, his legal situation, just all of it, man. Like, it's quite the story, man. And y'all heard in the beginning there, man, the internet is undefeated, already doing its job, breaking it all down with those lyrics, man, where it sound like like Durk was speaking about this on records, like we seen with Trap Lord Ross putting everything together with old tweets and lyrics and everything like that about King Von, where they started, you know, and then documents came out to back it up after it all, that the man was like looked at as a serial killer. Here we see with Quando, Pav and Lil Durk and OTF and the beef, just how deep it all goes, man. Lil Durk looking like he switched it all up and has been on some more positive-ish, like literally was just giving 2 keys to the city of Chicago. And then you hear him, and now we know he's sitting charged in a separate indictment. That's what's interesting about all that. We're going to get to that in one moment. These OTF members that are charged, and the feds got all kinds of pictures, all kinds of surveillance, credit cards, you know, tying them to tickets to fly to Chicago, to LA to put in some work and fly out the next day. And I don't know if they got is tied to the rental cars or whatever, you know what I mean? That's like criminality 101. Individuals know, you know what I'm saying? When you go out of town, whatever you're doing, man, you get the rental car. It's hard to tie certain things back to individuals because a million motherfuckers done used that car, you feel me? But you heard Durk on those lyrics. Where am I gonna be in 10 years? I'm gonna be in the feds. And how about that other joint where he was talking about we don't respond to ish with Von, locations, we gonna slide, we gonna get it done. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just so wild, man. You know, like when you see individuals that were in the streets or living that gang lifestyle, man, they get into the rap game to switch it up and change their circumstances and get a bag, and then can live a better life and help their friends and family out to live a better life and get the fuck up out of the hood, man. For Durk to turn the corner and have all this success and then be in this situation, no bond, sitting in jail in Georgia under federal marshal remand, about to be extradited over to LA, man. It's just a crazy set of circumstances to really think about. Tap in and comment and let me know what y'all think about all that. People, this is what's so wild. Like we said, Durk's charged in a separate indictment. Let me know if y'all think someone's talking or not, or we'll know as court approaches and, you know, all the cards get laid out there, how exactly they were able to tie Durk as like murder for hire, like the dude that put a bag on his head. Because this is what we're saying. Federal agents swooped in and arrested 5 men in connection with the August 2022 shooting in LA that killed Quando, Rondo's cousin. And again, we all know those shots were meant for Rondo. And now they're being charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire in retaliation for King Von's death, right? So, this is the separate indictment, not involving Durk. Prosecutors announced in Cali the grand jury indictment of Kevon London Grant, a.k.a. Vonnie, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Day Day, Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, and Asa Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, right? So this is the individual's conspiracy to commit murder. Now, Durk isn't a defendant here, but he's been vigorously fighting the label that OTF is a gang in a separate case involving the slaying of his rival FBG Duck. Right now, we know Durk then had some legal situations he had to sit and do some time before, but at the end of the day, like, he's a free man. He's not charged in this indictment, but we know they picked him up in this separate murder for hire plot. So again, hearing all this evidence that we're about to get to and everything, comment and let me know if you think someone's talking or what, and what you think about him speaking about it in lyrics, if you think that is indeed what it is. Your thoughts across the board on all this. Check it. Prosecutors claim the August 22 shooting stems directly from the November 2020 shooting altercation in ATL, where Quando Rondo associate Lil Tim shot and killed King Von after a fight broke out. And we know at the end of the day, Tim beat that case. According to the indictment, the alleged OTF gang members set up a bounty and used a credit card that was associated with the label to book plane tickets to travel from the Chi to Cali to hunt down Quando after learning his whereabouts. So the feds allege all this. You see the pics they got and everything. Why did they use a card tied to the label? How is this all now being, tied to Durk as the guy that put the bounty? The feds claim Grant flew himself on a private jet from Miami to Cali to oversee the deadly operation and secured the hotel rooms and other necessary tools used to carry out the hit. They claim Grant helped procure cars, ski masks, and firearms to carry out the deadly plan, rented a Beamer and an Infiniti sedans fitted with fake plates the group allegedly used. So, I don't know, is someone talking? What do y'all think? The prosecutors believe Quando was an intended target, which again, I'm going to say we know this, right? Like, tap in and let me know if you agree. And was sitting in the vehicle at the time, but the bullets wound up ripping through his cousin, Pav, instead. A distraught Quando struggled to speak to investigators. We saw him breaking down, man. Like, listen, fans is going to comment and stuff and troll, or individuals really tied to these individuals and talk ish. But at the end of the day, man, these are human beings. And that was some sad ish. But that's what goes with that lifestyle that motherfuckers don't seem to understand, that really want to be all ganged out, man. But they say they flew out back to Chicago the next day. And Houston and Jones are scheduled for hearings in Chicago on Monday. The other three waived their right to a hearing in Chicago and are going to be sent to LA off rip. Durk and Quando cooled off the back and forth exchanges shortly after and resumed their rap careers. Ironically, they both have albums dropping in November. So ain't that some ish, man? It's like crazy. But then the news breaks of Durk being arrested as the guy that put the bounty out. Is someone talking? How did they tie him to the top of the, I don't want to say pyramid, but y'all know, like in those shows, man, when the investigators got the cork board up and they're, tying this guy to this one with a piece of string and all these pictures and everything. How were they able to solidify that Durk put that bag on top of Quando's head? What do y'all think? Again, more will play out as time goes on, but this is the feds, man. This is they operate a little differently, man. Just as Diddy, as he's sitting with no bail. And something I was saying in my last video, I don't think none of these individuals are going to be given a bail. With Diddy, the feds were like, yo, witness tampering he's done in the past, etc. With this case, the gang violence, money being put on individuals' heads, I just don't see any way anyone's getting any bail. But that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And again, if you think someone's talking, I wonder what kind of deal can one really strike if it was someone directly involved in this conspiracy to commit murder. You know what I mean? Or is there an informant talking? We'll have to wait and see, man. Did a wiretap pick up some of this? This is all stuff that may not be answered for some time as the case plays out, man. But Lil Durk, OTF members catching these serious but separate federal indictments. This rap ish is crazy, man, when it comes to all this gang-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea is to get money and leave the bull-ish behind. But for some cats, it's hard. You know, they still have one foot in the streets. And I don't know. I mean, just the fact of Durk being given a key to the city of Chicago and then being booked for murder for hire so close in time is just mind-blowing. But that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching this coffee. Hit the comments. Let's talk about this all. Stay tuned for updates. Subscribe. I'm about here, y'all. Peace.